Hello, everybody. My name is Shawn Kelly. He forgot to hit my intro, but you know what? That's okay. And of course, as we say on Chasing Prophecy, Torture Tuesday. But you know what? That's okay. Um, oh, we got comments already. But all I know is that, I found out that June is Mental Health Awareness for Men. Okay, I did not know there was one for men. And my last show, I talked about the difference between Lucifer and Satan. Okay. And I, you know, did that show just to get, just put it up because I had some differences and stuff like that. But I had a rough week, and like my guest. Hey, Joni, how are you, buddy? Good to see you, pal. Hey, Joni, I got my brother on tonight, so it's going to be a good show. Um, he's right there. But I just want everybody to know that, I still have my depression. It was a pretty rough week. Everything went wrong. That could possibility go wrong. And I looked at it two different ways. I looked at it like, okay, hey, here's your buddy Tommy, Pat.
Hey, Tommy, number one dude around, my friend. He's an awesome dude.
And Joni said, nice to meet you, Pat.
Nice to meet me, too. Thank you.
But I just want you to know that I am...
New choppers. I got new teeth.
I know you do. I was going to get to... I'm not done yet. I'll get to you. I'll get to
Sorry.
you. Sorry. But I'm going to finish up the mental illness the other month. So, Patrick, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, let's go.
All right, here we go.
Typical brother. All right, so tonight's guest, I have my brother Patrick on tonight. Just to get, a little bit of happiness going on. He's a nutcase, but I love him. He's my brother. And tonight we are going to talk about reincarnation and signs. And also we're going to talk about Pittsburg, okay? Tommy can, verify this too, and so could Joni, that when you're from Pittsburgh, okay, we have a different accent. We have, what's it called? Pittsburghese, okay? So it's words that mean another word. So, how you doing today, Pat? How's things going for you?
Everything is going great. Can't be happier. Got a new job. New lease out on life. Got new choppers. See, there you go. All good. All good. And how are you doing, Shawn?
I just explained to my audience here that I'm doing okay today, knowing that we had a good
How's
show.
Tommy doing?
Yinzers, there you go. Joni's talking about. You miss us, Joni? Do you miss it? Remember Bologna? We called it Jumbo.
Baloney.
Bologna. It was called Jumbo. But, we got to get going here.
Right.
So, Pat.
Yeah.
What do you think of reincarnation? What do you think it is? The rebirth of a soul in a new body. Tell me your
my opinion?
Your opinion.
Reincarnation is pretty wild out there. I think that once one person dies, their soul goes into another person who's just born, and they have to figure out what they did wrong or right in the past life.
Okay.
It's a clean slate, and they have to figure out what they did.
Okay. Do you think that also it's a choice for them?
No, I don't think it's a choice.
You don't think it's a choice? I kind of think it is a choice. There's a lot of people out there that think, reincarnation doesn't exist. You know what I mean? All right, Tony's going. Go ahead. Please.
Oh no, there's some religions that do believe in reincarnation. So you can't. I forget what it was. Anybody out there in television land or radio land can help out with that? What religion it was that believes in reincarnation?
Uh, I know what you're talking about. I don't know. Maybe later on in the time we will figure it out.
Yeah.
Got another question for you. Would you want to come back if you can?
Not knowing what I know now, yes.
And what would you do? Do you think you would do something
I have
different?
no clue. I have no clue what I would do.
Right. So if someone came up to you and say, "Okay, Patrick, we're going to take you back to the age of 18. What you know now, would you try to change it, or do you believe that you would make the same mistakes?"
I would not try to change a thing, because if you try to change something, that means your future's changed, and that means everybody else around you has changed.
Okay.
No, I want to keep that's why I don't want to go back. I mean, just if I die, I die. No reincarnation. Because if you try to do something different, it's a cause and effect. I will never meet Tommy Miller if I go back and I'm 18 and have to do things all over again. Or else
Right.
I'll never meet everybody around me. Everybody else would be new, and it would just wouldn't be the same.
Right. So maybe I would be someone different. You know what I mean? Or maybe
No,
Paul
you'll
wouldn't
still be.
around.
No, you will still be brothers. Paul will be around, but you might not be one of the best meat cutters Shop and Save has ever had. You might be doing something else. You might be working in a gas station.
Right.
Or something on that lines, because you're screwing around with a timeline. If somebody comes up to you and say, "Hey, I'll bring you back like even an hour or even 2 minutes beforehand." No, because they'll screw up the timeline, which you are supposed to do. What fate has dealt you, that's what you got to play out the cards.
And why do you think fate dealt us that? Do you think it was written before we were born that we were going to go through what we're going through now?
That, yes and no. I think that like going back to reincarnation, our past lives, it's like deja vu. Like I remember being here, but, are you going up to see somebody like, "Hey, I remember you from somewhere, but you never known them."
Right.
So that's what I mean by, like I would like to go back to see what would happen, but just on the sidelines, and not do anything, touch anything, because you have a carbon footprint. Boom. That's what you're supposed to do.
Okay. And what do you think the consequences would be if you did touch something?
I don't know. It could change the whole dynamic of your life, your family, your friends. It's like a cause and effect. You touching this object maybe have an effect down the line. Maybe you won't meet your wife, or you might not, that's like we were talking about being in the military. If you're out in the middle of the ocean and you're 1 degree off, you're going to a whole new direction.
Right.
For that 1 degree. So, I mean, you stay the course and all of a sudden you got to veer off like for 1 degree. Again, you are going in a whole different direction.
Right. Now, just think about that, because in our last show we had a wonderful lady that's a ufologist, and I want to get have you ever read up on the humming that people
No.
have you? Okay, the humming that there's out or Midwest out there, people hear humming, okay, and only certain people can hear it. And it's a real low monotone type of sound. Not everybody can hear it, And a lot of people are saying that it could be paranormal. Other people saying that it could be alien. What do you think it could possibly be? Do you believe in aliens, first of all?
I put them up there with Bigfoot.
Okay.
I do believe they exist, but I don't believe they're little green men.
You don't?
No.
Okay. All right.
They are around us, but they're not little green men. If they are, they're doing an illusion that is phenomenal.
Right.
You might walk past an alien and not even know it. Or, go to the post office. Bunch of aliens there, I do believe, but that's a Men in Black thing.
That's the Men in Black. Yeah, that was a good movie. But so start laughing and start joking, man. Cut some jokes. Don't try to be serious on this radio. This ain't you, ladies and gentlemen. This is not my brother. He's trying to be serious. Just be you, dude. Just be you. Now, about reincarnation, right? Now, there's an Indian tribe up in Alaska, Native American, and they're called the Inuit.
Right.
They believe that souls reincarnate with the same family.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. New babies are born in the tribe are believed to be reincarnated from a family member who recently passed away. What do you think of that?
Well, like we were talking earlier, like one person dies, it goes into the soul of another body, right? So, but their belief is that it's a family member.
Right.
Now, does that family member remember his past lives, or does he have to start all over, or do they remind him or her?
I know for a fact that there are other tribes up there in Alaska that if the person who passed and the new baby is born, they give the baby the name of the person that passed.
Oh.
Like a rainbow
That's
baby.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
like if you're up there and the person died, his name is Felix, they call you Felix?
Yeah.
I wonder how many Felix there would be then. I mean, if they've been doing this for years, holy shit. I mean, Felix the 5th, Felix the 10th. It's like a monarch up in there, Damn.
Oh.
Or Felixier or something on that lines.
Holly, hi. How are you? Hi, Shawn. Holly saying, hi, Shawn. I missed your show last week. I wanted to tell you happy belated birthday. Well, Holly, it was a good show, and I'm glad that you're on for this one.
Hello, brother here. Brother here.
Thank you for the belated birthday. Appreciate it.
Hello, brother here, Holly.
Holly, I got my brother on tonight. He's trying to be serious. It ain't working. It's not my brother. In fact, he's putting me to sleep. But you know what? That's okay. He's my brother. But yeah.
It's the pod me.
My conclusion with reincarnation is that, yes, I do believe that we are reincarnated. Holly says hello. I do believe we are reincarnated. And I do believe that animals who have passed reincarnate into other animals, so as such. I always, believe that for some reason I'm going to come back as a wolf. Okay. And that's my animal totem. And it's called the leader of the pack or whatever, the lone wolf, that just walks the earth around. And
dude, did you see that there was like at least 15 black birds hanging around the house today?
Yeah, I did.
I was like, holy hell, somebody died or something's going on. I don't know.
Let me tell you about the black birds. I was down at one of the metaphysical shops down there in the south side. And,
Go Mooney.
Yeah, the one Mooney works at. And I was, talking to a person who is a witch and a very nice lady, very, very nice lady. And I was telling her that, there was so many blackbirds hanging around you know, around me. Everywhere I went, there was like 5 or 6 of them going on. And I remember one time, and I still have it. I think I got it in my treasure chest in my room. But one gave me a marble. And I'm thinking, like, wow, what a present. What a present. Now, this witch lady was saying to me that they have, you know, they are like, you know, you've heard of Morgana, right? Morgana,
Yes.
right? Okay. They are part of her totems or whatever you want to say. So who knows what it is? But yeah, we have a lot of blackbirds hanging around, and you know what? The rabbits are back. So you know, for a period of time.
Oh, that's my totem. The rabbits are my totem.
But you know, my conclusion
And dragonflies.
my conclusion on reincarnation. Yes, I believe we do get reincarnated. We, you know, I do believe we have that choice. You know, um, but my thing is, if I do get reincarnated and go into another body, all right, am I there to help them make decisions? Do you understand what I'm getting at? Do you?
Yeah, totally understand.
Yeah, or what's my purpose? You know, and I'm probably trying to figure that out, why that's my purpose. But yeah, I definitely do believe in reincarnation. Anybody
I do
out
too.
there? Do you?
What about Tommy? Is he still there?
No, Tommy hasn't talked yet. So,
Oh,
Johnny, Johnny, what is your thought, and Holly, what are your thoughts on reincarnation? You know, if you want to share, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Now back to my notes. Okay, everybody. How many of you have broken up with a girlfriend or a boyfriend? And it just seems that everything that you all did together, like when you turn on the radio, the song comes on, and you're wondering why that is happening. You know, what's he say? Joni, how can you find your totems? Hey, Denise. Hi, Denise. How are you?
I know how you find your totems.
How do you find them?
Let them come to you. You sit outside and you see a squirrel or something, or one particular animal. Like bunnies always come around and help me out when I'm having a problem, or dragonflies, because then you just look and you can be just sitting outside. It can be anything. It can be a garden snake coming up and seeing you or visiting you. Just look to any kind of animals that like to hang around you, even squirrels, deer, birds, you know, cardinals, blue jays, whichever one comes up to you and you see a lot of them. And if you're having a bad day and you see a particular animal, they're there to give you encouragement. They'll be like, hey, everything is going to be okay, just like the rabbits do for me.
Joni, and Patrick's right. You know, whenever,
what? Wait a minute. What?
Yeah,
what did you
right.
just say?
You're
I'm sorry,
right.
can't hear you.
Joni, I'm glad that Joni, I'm glad you believe in reincarnation. But Joni, getting back to finding your totems, like Patrick said, it's usually the animals that come to you that day. There is a very good book out there that I've used for a long time, and it was called Animal Totems. And it was written by the author Ted Andrews. I highly recommend that you do get that book, because if you don't understand why this animal is around you all the time, you go to that book, look it up, the animal, and it explains to you why the reasons are there, why that bird is there. And usually it's a message for you. Mm-hmm. Okay, we got a lot. Denise.
You know why you got a lot? Do you know why you have a lot? Because of me. You needed ratings again. And the only way to get your ratings up is to get your brother. It's okay, I understand.
Let me read the comments, dude. You know, Denise McConnell said,
Hey Denise, how you doing?
did you ever know another person and felt like you have memories from a different time with them? Yes, I
Hmm.
do, Denise. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Tommy Miller says, I believe in reincarnation. I've heard some people say that you come back to continue to learn and grow until you've completed your cycle. That's very possible too. So, Tommy, would you want to come back reincarnated? That's the question I'm asking you. And I'm glad Joni does believe in it too, reincarnation. And Denise comes back and says, Defending Your Life is one of my favorite movies. It's about what happens after you die and includes reincarnation. Good comedy. Thank you for sharing that, Denise. What is it called? Defending Your Life. So everybody out there, listen. You know, Denise came up with a suggestion watching that movie, Defending Your Life, and I'm going to have to check that out. Joni comes back and says, "I know you were going to say that." God bless you, girl. And Denise comes back and says, lately mosquitoes have been around me a lot. Hope that's not my spirit animal.
Well, you must taste good. Don't know.
But yeah, I don't know if there is a thing for mosquitoes, Denise. That would be kind of crazy, wouldn't it? But as we continue, all right, you know, a lot of people have signs. Like I know when I broke up with my ex girlfriend a long time ago, it just seems like everywhere I turned around when I was driving, I saw her car next to me, or there was a song that was played that we both of us really liked. Um, and is it paranormal? Could it be paranormal? What do y'all think out there? Tommy Miller comes back and say, the way things are now, I don't know that I'd choose to come back, but who knows?
Agreed, Tommy.
But who knows? Maybe there'd be a good reason and something to help with. Yeah, very, very good. I like that, Tom. Awesome. So, has anybody ever experienced something like that, where things are happening in your life that had dealt with your ex? Um, it could be your boyfriend, it could be your girlfriend, whatever. Has this ever happened to you, Pat?
No, not really.
No,
I never
not
had
when you.
I never had a girlfriend.
It doesn't.
I never had one. Nobody likes me. Never had a girlfriend. I'm a nice guy. It's just I just want to be loved. Is that so wrong?
Could be the mood you're in and just more aware of things. That's
Very
true
good. I
too, huh?
like that.
I like that. I like that response. Yeah, very good. But here's like what I got here, like 5 reasons why. I was doing research on it, and they were pretty cool. Um, the reasons why your ex keeps showing up, like you're around and sudden hiccups. Many people believe your ex is thinking of you. Give them a call, and maybe your hiccups will go away. I've never heard of that one, but I had to
Mm-mm.
put it down. So if you got a bad case of the hiccups,
Take
right?
your shirt off and look at yourself in the mirror. Holy hell.
Oh Lord, it's getting profound dreams. If the X is popping up in your dreams, she or he is thinking of you. If you're sad or angry, it might be a sign to move on. So I like that number 3 because I do believe that when you're with somebody for a long time and it just doesn't go right and you guys have to go your own separate ways, um, I believe that the energy that the two people had at one time, they they it's still there and it always will be there. You know, um, and but the really thing that sucks about that is, you know, you work and you work hard to try to move on from the situation. Okay, But when something like this happens to where a song comes on or hiccups, I don't think about that one. Um, and then all of a sudden, all those memories get put back, come up again. And it's just like you're all depressed again, and it's like you want to get on the phone and you want to call them and you want to, and this happened to me a lot, and I don't like it. So in my way of thinking, I'm thinking, well, the spirit want us to get back together, or the spirit, is just messing with us. Who knows? But I have experienced that all the time. It's just that once I think I got it over, it comes back by that sign. And Johnny comes back and says, if your ex appears in your dreams, isn't that a nightmare? Huh, what do you think, Pat?
Yes, I do believe that is a nightmare, but I never had an ex. So I really can't say. But an ex-friend or somebody you thought was really close to you doesn't necessarily have to be a girlfriend or a boyfriend, but it could be a really good friend who thought you can always trust on, who then like backstabs you and does something to you at work, or a fellow coworker, who you rely on and you tell them what's going on, and then they use that against you. It just it just necessarily does not have to be a girlfriend, boyfriend. It can be anybody.
Right.
It can be a family member. You're telling secrets to your family member, then all of a sudden they'll say, "Hey, Patrick or whoever done this.
Right.
Did you know that?" And then you are ridiculed and you're made fun of or whatever, or you get fired from a job because they'll say something about you, which isn't true, but you can find it like, "Hey, I like to go out during work and go get a liquid lunch." All right, nobody has to know about it, but you told the person. Then they tell your boss, then you're fired. And then the next song comes on, Margaritaville, and hey, it just brings back those memories.
I can see where you're coming from. Yeah, you never had the chance to have an ex, but I can see where you can come in with the family members and stuff like that.
Yeah, because it's called jealousy. That is the biggest thing. Jealousy and pride, vanity, you name it, seven deadly sins, boom.
Okay.
Because they're vain, because you have something that they want, that you have achieved something, and they have to bring you down any means necessary. So, like, again, if you have an ex-girlfriend that, like, I don't know, who you went out to dinner with or something on the line, she didn't like the way you paid or you had her paid dinner. And then all of a sudden she's your ex, and all of a sudden she's going around telling everybody how cheapskate you are on that lines. And then again, you go to that same Texas Roadhouse or wherever your favorite restaurant was. Would you go back to your favorite restaurant?
No, I wouldn't. No.
Unless it was a buffet,
brother. Unless it was a buffet.
Or Veterans Day.
The buffet.
But no, ask your people that too. See what they say about that. Like, see if they would go back to the same restaurant, or would they go to the same movie theater, or if they remember going to movie Silverado or The Godfather. You both enjoyed that movie. Would you go see that movie again? Would you rent that movie again?
Yeah, because my guest can hear you when you ask that question. Denise McConnell says, "We never really."
But I can't see their answers.
I know, only me, because I'm the boss. "We never really are completely separated." Ooh, we're getting a lot here.
Boss, look at me. Look at you squinting. You need glasses.
"We never really are completely separated from people who have been important to us. They are always part of us." I like that. Tommy says, "You're really over it when you can go back to those places." And you're right, Tom. That's
a good point.
And Holly says she would. And that's great, but there are some people out there that just cannot do that. And, getting back to my list here, we have a couple more here. This is number 4, but there was like 17 of them, but I only picked 5. But number 4 was something feels off after the breakup and things aren't right. You could be feeding off your ex's energy when they aren't around. And we just discussed that, you know, and that's
Hmm.
true. But here's the big one, and I totally agree with this. Um, is the music in the air, and let me, you know, because me and my girlfriend have a ton of songs that we really like, both of us, and and then there'd be times after we broke up, I'd be driving down the road or heading out to Gettysburg or wherever I'm going, and I'd turn on the radio and boom, there's our song. And I'm thinking, damn, not again. You
Yeah.
know, it's like, why are you doing this to me? You know, why are you putting these little reminders in my way? Because I seriously want to get over this, but I can't because the damn song. I remember one time, Pat, and this is the honest God's truth, okay? One time, one of her songs came on. It was playing. And I was like, damn. Then I turned to another radio station, and the
That
same
was
song
fun.
was playing on the same thing. I'm like, what are you doing to me? No, what are you doing to me? All right, Holly says, some people have a problem letting things go, and that
True.
uses up your energy. True, let it go. Give it to God,
So
move
like
on. God
getting
bless
back
you,
into the
Holly.
just like getting back to the paranormal, ghosts cannot leave themselves ghosts. Spirits can't. They have to stay here until they figure out something to do or how to get on.
Okay, speaking of ghosts, I'm going to ask you a question that you asked
That
me
was
a
a good
long time
segue,
ago.
wasn't it? No, I just
Yeah, that was pretty
because
good.
you need
I
me to
really
do
enjoyed
that.
it. I need
You
me
need
to.
me to do that.
Ladies and
I'm like
gentlemen
your Ed
out there,
McMahon. I'm like your Ed McMahon.
Ed
You
McMahon. Yeah, we'll have you on next month. But
know?
Ed, but let me ask you this ghost question to you. You told me a long time ago. I'm going to bring it back up to you. All right, now listen to this, people out there, ladies and gents, and all my friends who are listening. Um, if a ghost looks himself in the mirror, does
Oh
he
God, I
think he's?
told you this.
I said, well, I just said that.
Yeah,
I just said that. I said, if a ghost looks into the mirror, does he really think he's a ghost?
I don't think so.
You don't think?
No, I
Johnny,
think
Holly, Tommy, Denise, what do y'all think? You don't think he doesn't think he's a ghost? Pat,
I'm sorry. What? I wasn't listening.
why not? You're on my show. You should be listening, damn it. Seriously.
Hey, don't cuss. I'll tell mom.
I love my brother. Um, um, I don't know. I'm sure everybody. Oh, Holly says, ooh, we're getting a lot here, buddy. Johnny says, nope. And Holly says, I think they know. And Tommy Miller goes, I think ghosts know they are ghosts. And I agree with Tommy and Holly. And I also believe in Johnny. And this is a crazy world, so who knows? It could be, it could not be. Um, I wouldn't want to be standing in front of a mirror because a lot of people know that, you know, the mirror is another gateway into their dimension. You know, what's really cool, you know, people, is that whenever you're on an investigation and you place two mirrors together like this, separate them, and you take your camera and you start snapping pictures right down the middle of the two mirrors looking like this, you'll be surprised what you catch in those mirrors. You know, um, but I think this was pretty good. Your overall um, comments, Patrick, of these signs.
Well, signs like Dantan,
Not
Yinzers.
yet. See,
Oh, not yet. We're
you're
not there yet.
not.
Am I
We're not
jumping
there
ahead?
yet. We
Ah,
got way
shit. Here we
jumping
go.
that. So you
But the
gotta.
different signs I can see, because signs everywhere. There's a sign. You could be just like, yeah, I believe it in the signs. Like, hey, yeah, I remember that sign. Or you look, and then the sign's not there. But that sign could be anything. You could be, getting a drink of water, and you guzzle it down. That's a sign because you're thirsty. It doesn't matter. Everything's a sign.
Okay, but Do you think it's paranormal or not?
Both. Haha. You threw a loop,
Tommy
didn't
goes,
I?
have either, oh, hold on a second. Tommy got a question.
All
Have
right, my
either,
bad, Tom.
have either of you seen ghosts other than at haunted places, like at home? Yes,
Oh yeah.
absolutely, definitely.
All you got to do is sit on your front porch and just watch. If you see shadows, boom, they're there.
Yeah, that's a good thing, shadows. But I also see them every now and then, especially up here in the attic where my office is at. I catch them over with the corner of my eye, and I see them standing there, or I see him standing over
Yeah,
there.
we don't let him downstairs because he has to stay in the attic. He can only leave the attic to go to work, and then once he comes back from work, straight up to the attic, we lock the door.
And don't you all believe that? Not at all. That's not true. But yeah, we do see ghosts, Tommy, in our house, and I've seen them at work, especially at work, and it's really crazy because a lot of times I'll see them out of the corner of my eye, or or catch a flash of them running by in front of the saw or over by the doors. And there's a lot of times that I'm in the meat room by myself, and all of a
He's a
sudden,
meat cutter. He's a meat cutter. Just to let you know that.
and all and at one time, I remember one time at work, and this happened at Giant Eagle that I used to work at. And this happened at Shawn, to where our trays that we put the meat in are up in on a shelf, and boom, they all just get hit on the floor. In fact, there's a girl at the Salt and Save. I was on vacation at the time, and she was putting out lettuce in the case out in the middle of the store, and she believes in the paranormal. But all of a sudden, she was telling me that I'm going to say, oh, it was asparagus, right, Pat? She's putting the lettuce out on the shelf, right? And all of a sudden, the asparagus started going on the floor, and she would see them fly in the air and hit the floor. So my building where I'm at is definitely haunted. Now Tommy has. I've seen him multiple times at home. Also noticed my cat staring at nothing. Sometimes like something is there. Well, Tom, honest to God, the best things to have in the house, you know, are cats and little babies. Because I remember one time when I was at my ex-girlfriend's house, Inky was the cat's name. And we were watching TV, and Inky was like right in the middle of the floor. And honest to God, her head went like this. Yeah. And yeah, so cats and babies are the best. Absolutely. But okay. Now we got 12 minutes left, guys. And I know every one of our friends down here who have been listening to this to the show tonight. Tommy, Holly, Joni, Graham. Are you guys cops and spies? No, Grandmaster UV, we're not spies.
But wait a minute, what did he say?
Are you guys cops and spice? And he says spies. Dang, voice to text. Okay, no, no, Grandmaster UV, we are not.
Oh,
cops.
I thought you were talking about the new drink at Dunkin' Donuts. Cops and spice. Oh. Oh shit, dude, that would be a good tag team match for wrestling WWE. We got the cop and we got Spice. I'm Spice because I'm flavor.
Oh Lord, have mercy! Everybody is just like rolling in their couches listening to this thing. But here comes the best part of the show. Okay,
Yinzers.
I wanted to. So, Chasing Prophecy. Me, Jenny, and Jason. We're from Pittsburg, Pennsylvania. And of course, I got my show, got my brother on, and we're from Pittsburgh. Now, Pittsburgh has their own accent, okay? And I'm sure people out there who have listened to our shows, both shows, are like, what are them people talking about? What are they saying? And so I came up with a couple of these, some Pittsburg slang, and honest to God, it's a slang. I mean, it's in like all the books and stuff like that.
Our
But
vocabulary.
our vocabulary is totally different than everybody else. Now down south, you get you all, the yeah, y'all and all and whatever y'all. We call it what, Pat?
Yins or yinzers.
Yins.
Like, hey, yins guys.
Hey,
Go get
yeah.
the buggy.
What
That's a
are
shopping
yins
cart.
doing? What are yins doing? I got my list here, bro. I'm going to give you a little test, Patrick. Okay, and Joni and Tommy and Holly.
See, me and Tommy,
And
we're a
Denise?
tag team. We're the TP connection.
Okay, so here in Pittsburgh, say water. Hi, Trish. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for watching. Say water. Say water, Pat.
Water
Water.
or water.
So here are a couple things that there's some slang words. Patrick, what's slippy? SLIPPY mean?
It's water. You're going to slip and fall. It's like icy. You're going to slippy.
It's called slippery, dude.
Oh,
Or,
okay.
okay.
Well, see, I'm from the South Hills, so. No. Yep.
Holly says, wash the car.
Yep. Or downtown.
Downtown. Trish, it's called, here we call it crick. It's a crick.
It's a crick, not a creek.
It's a crick. How about this one, everybody? Red up. Red up means clean up. Or here's the good one, pop. Does anybody know what pop is?
Or Jaggers.
No, I'm not there yet, dude. Give me time.
Well, I'm there. Okay,
no, I'm not.
I'm there. I'm in the
boss.
Jaggers.
I'm the boss tonight. So
don't make me tell mom. Don't make me call mom.
Soda, right, Tommy? Yeah, pop. But here, everywhere else in America, they call it soda. Right, that's right, John. And we call it here. We call it pop. You don't say soda. We have another big one. It's called Zagoff. That means you're a jerk. And damn Jagoff's down there on the corner. Chipped. Here we go. I don't have my teeth, but it's called chipped, chopped ham.
Isley's.
That's right. Hey, Johnny, do you miss that? Do you miss Isley's chipped ham? Just want to ask you that question. Do you miss it? What do we got here? Oh, we call it Coke, regardless of what flavor. I didn't know that trick. That's cool. That's cool. So, jumbo. Does anybody know what that is? Or do I have to get my brother to say it? I guess I got to. What is it,
My
John?
baloney has a first name. It's B-O-L-A something something.
They still sell Isley's. Yes, they do. You know what else is good with Isley's chipped ham? I got a story behind that too. When I worked at the Giant Eagle out there in Robinson, we had a guy that would come in every month. He was from Colorado, and before you get on the plane, he would actually buy like 10 pounds or 20 pounds of Isley's chipped ham and put it in his cooler and take it back to Colorado because you can't get it back there. And I thought that was cool. Let's see. How about, I don't know if anybody, yeah, here you go, John. It's below now. Dippy eggs. Does anybody know what dippy eggs are? Dippy's a big word. You know, the ones that, you take your toast and we call them dippy eggs. Chipped ham for ham barbecue is amazing. Yes, it is, dude. especially when it's Isley's chipped ham sauce, you know, the barbecue sauce. That was pretty good. What else we got here? Another word we get over medium. I like mine over hard. Nebby, it means nosy, prying. You know, Tommy likes his up sunny side up. I don't know. That's a dippy egg. I can't deal with that. Nah, I just can't.
Yep.
Deal with it. Does anybody out there put, you know, whenever they go to a restaurant or if they're at home, do they put an egg on their hamburger? I do. Eggs over easy, John. There you go. So I can't deal with that. I can't deal with that yolk being poured out into the thing. A dippy egg, Trish, what a dippy egg is, an egg over easy, you know, or sunny side up egg, where you take a piece of toast and you dip it into your egg and break the yolk or break the egg, the yellow stuff, and you eat it with your toast. John, you got that right. I love my over hard eggs. And then there's a really big, and I'm sure maybe Trish heard us, you know, everybody, Trish Mo, she has her new show on Monday nights from 9 to 11 on UPRN Radio 105.3. And I hear it's doing real well. She's a good host, very smart, very intelligent. And if you're not doing nothing on a Monday night, 9 to 11 Eastern time or 8 to 10 Central, jump in and listen to our show. I mean, she's good. You know, she was on Chasing Prophecy, and she was wonderful there. And she's, you know, I listen to her shows, and they're great. They really, really are. So everybody, go to Trish's show. What's the name of your show, Trish? I forget. I'm sorry. I'm bad. Now, down there, what down there in that? And I'm sure Trish heard us say that. Down there in that, and it's just in that, you know, how, you know, if you look it up in the dictionary, it's called N''AT, and we just say it down there in that. What do we got? We got 2 minutes left. But
all right,
the definition of a yinzer, and we are considered yinzers, okay, is a native or inhabitant of Pittsburg in Western Pennsylvania. Down there in that, yeah. Down there in that. That's cool. But listen, everybody, it's getting close to time. I got to get off the show here. I want to
bye, everybody. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you, Patrick, for being on, and I'll let you go. Thank you for being on.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Hit the red X. Hit the red X. There you go. Oh, that was fun. I mean, it was like totally different. It's always fun to have my brother on. Thank you, Tommy. Appreciate that. And it was good. And thank you for everybody for you know, listening and participating in the show. This was really, really cool. But I just want you all to remember, and I want you all to know that if you're having a hard time, give somebody a call and talk to them. Okay? If, you know, I just want you all to know that I might never see you or might never get to meet you, but if you want to send me a message, you know, to Pittsburgh Paranormal Society on my Facebook page, I'd be more than happy to answer you, you know, if you're having. Good night, Denise. Oh, everybody. Trish's show, Trish Mo's show, is called The Missing Piece, Peace. Monday nights, 9 to 11 on UPRN Radio 105.3. You know, it's a good show, very good show. So, everybody, I got your back. I will pray for you tonight, and I'll pray for you tomorrow when I wake up. And you need to know that you're not alone. And there are people out there that will definitely help you in your time of need, you know. So hang in there, do what you got to do to make it through one day. You know, everybody, you made it tonight. You know, so when you get off listening to my show and you go to bed, you know you made it. Now, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow when when we wake up. Okay, um, but just remember when you wake up and you're having that tough time, um, there's somebody there that can help you. And people out there, you know, if you give them a smile, because I know a lot of us out there, especially me, is like, I just want somebody to just give me a hug and say, you know what, hold me, hug me and tell me everything is okay. That's what I wish. You start talking to me and then I'll start listening and vice versa. But I'd probably talk your ear off. You know what I mean? I'm a very good listener, though. Parents, please, 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 please go to your children and give them a big hug and tell them you love them. And children, please go to your parents and give them a hug and tell them that you love them. That 3-word sentence, I love you, means a lot. Trust me. And on that note, good night, everybody. Thank you for tuning into my show. And I will definitely see you all next week. Good night now. Happy hunting. Now we just got to wait for Joe. Joe. It's always on. So how's the weather out there where everybody's leaving since we're still on the air? It's hotter than Haiti here, 76. It's not so much the temperature, it's the dang humidity. I don't know how they do it down south, man. I'd be going nuts. Totally nuts. And I don't know. I'm just glad I'm off tomorrow because I am going to go into my air conditioner room and I am going to definitely go off. I'm just going to message Joe here and tell him I'm done. You know, I'm done. Let's see. Okay. Just send him the text. Tommy, Johnny, Trish, Denise, Holly, thank you for tonight. I truly, truly appreciate it. It means a lot. And good night to you all. I just sent Joe a message. He hasn't seen it yet. And we're still on. You know. That's a good move, Tommy. That's a good move. Holy crap. You're over 100? Holy crap. Oh, I got a message. See what it says? No, that wasn't from Joe. Who is that? Trish. Okay. Where in the hell is Joe? Good night, everybody. Who's still listening? Dead time, dead air time. Should I call him? Michelle, you out there? Joe, you there? I don't know. But good night, everybody. I'm getting out of here.